Aide. Please welcome to the stage Nicky Aide. Welcome, Nicky. John Henry, everybody! John Henry! Nicky.
Hey guys,
when the
guys, the intention was for all three to sit here, but put a wee bit of timber on, haven't we?
Speak for yourself, big man. Nicky, great to see you. You're looking well. We'll start at the beginning with you as well, like we did with Aide. Going back about 33 years before this youngster here was in school. You signed as a schoolboy down at Old Hell, at the age of 14. Did a couple of years there.
I wasn't when I signed, because all I wanted to do was play football, obviously play for your hometown club. Got to 16, I didn't get offered a YTS, so I went to sixth form. Then they offered me a YTS, but I decided to stay on at school, started playing for the reserves, and I don't want to go over what Aide said regarding Eric, but the lucky break for me was when Eric took over the youth team when I was 17, and I think, again, you know, you've heard it all of Aide, but I just clicked with Eric's coaching. You know, the stuff he was saying, I was like, wow, you know, and I'm not comparing Eric with like Pep, but he weren't far off, you know. They go on about like movement patterns and all this. We were doing that in the youth team. That's why we battered everybody, you know, plus the hard work. And then I got offered a pro contract, and obviously signed that, and then set off from there.
You set off from there 2 years as a pro, and then I think they were issued on.
Yeah, Melly boy, Mel Machin released me. Yeah, made me life a misery for about 18 months. That toss pot. I was so happy. You'd never like to see people out of work, but I was buzzing when he got the sack.
We've had the Aaron Shearer fan club. Now we've got the Mel Machin fan club.
It's not a fan club. I proper hated the bloke. You take a bollock. I mean, we used to get bollockings off Eric every other day, virtually. You know, every game. Like Aide's mentioned the game we won, whatever, 8-1. You know, we got a bollocking. You got a bollocking. So you take it, but Machin were different. He kind of singled me out a little bit. So I got told I'm making my debut against Notts County on the Thursday. The squad list went up on the Friday, I wasn't in the squad. So one of the lads, I think, that stitched me up and said, you better go and see the gaffer. So I shitting myself, knocked on the door, went in. He said, what the fuck do you want? I said, well, I got told I was starting this Saturday, but I'm not in the squad. He went, what the fuck do you think you are, coming in here? Get the fuck out. From that day, he like, made my life a misery.
And then you were released under Mel Machin, in theory. Then a week later, I think Mel Machin was sacked, if that's right.
Yeah.
And then Eric, did you rescue again?
Yeah, Eric went to the chairman, he said, look, he's worth another year. Then, obviously, Viv and Danny came in. Didn't get straight into the first team, but I went on pre-season tour, did well. And I don't know, I think it just took a shine to me, and then, I don't know, 10 or 12 games in, I started playing and then stayed in since then.
To me, you were always very underrated at Barnsley. Obviously, you played, I think, 339 games. No. Honestly, compared to some of the other lads, it's just my gut feel. And I think very often it's the fullbacks that get ignored. You get the likes, people like Barry Murphy, Phil Chambers, Joe Joyce, stalwart players, good players. Yourself, great player. But you don't sometimes get the recognition you deserve.
No, it's all. People like him.
Flash Scotsman.
No, you just, well, as a fullback, you know, you don't get the goals, you know.
You're not going to be in the limelight.
No, but you're there to do a job, and you just try and do your job. So no, it's not a glamorous position. Not like being a striker.
Right, Mr. Hendry, I've just realised this is probably their worst nightmare. Following Brexit, you've got a Dutchman interviewing a Scotsman. So we're just going to see how it goes, right? And all these lads have talked about when they came to the club and they've played so many games and there were all these youngsters. Your transfer into Barnsley football slightly different. Had you heard of Barnsley at all when it was mentioned, and how did that transfer come about?
Pardon?
Gurdy.
Fucking hell, I thought I had a bad accent. It's fucking Ariane Dezou's dad, isn't it?
He's my brother and also my lover, yeah.
Well, how it came about, basically, I was running down my last year in the contract at Middlesbrough. We're up there, been playing alongside Paul Wilkinson, who came to Barnsley. And to be fair, the first time I met Wilco, when he first came to the borough, he first came, he had long hair, he had long nails, and I thought, I'm not sure about him, by the way. Sure enough, the manager made me share a room with him. Fucking hell, it's like with one eye open, all night with my back to the wall. I never got to bed that night and there was just battery noise from the bathroom, and I thought it was a vibrator. I woke up in the morning, it was his nasal trimmer, there was just hairs everywhere. So basically, I was I had 3 or 4 months into my contract at Borough. My contract was up the following summer, and in that time, Middlesbrough brought some big hitters in. Ravanelli, Juninho, Branco, Emerson, all the Brazilian guys. And so I was pushed out a wee bit. Brian Robson always included me. I was on the bench most of the time. But because the sheer glut of superstars coming in, I was just sort of not playing. But I thought, right, okay, I've never asked for a transfer in my life. I'll just go along, not upset the apple cart. And basically, it was because of that Paul Wilkinson being at Barnsley, he's tipping Danny Wilson off and just saying, John may be available, he may not be available, plus Fred did as well. And I just looked at the opportunity, right, okay, I could be sat here just watching Brazilians. Which was good. Watching Ravanelli. To be fair, people say, what was he like, John? What was he like? And I think, fantastic footballer. He just came to Borough and he played at won a European Cup with Juventus. Terrific player, but a total dick. We used to go out in Borough on a Saturday night. I swear to God, we go out in Borough on a Saturday night with his entourage, his agents and everything else. The poshest restaurant in Borough, I think it was called Purple Door. No, that's the fucking lap dancing bar in Leeds. Purple Onion, it was called, Purple Onion, right? And he would have his entourage there, they'd be fed, best wine all night, but 8 of them. And they'd leave at the end of the night, and the little waiter would run after him saying, Mr. Ravanelli, the bill. And Ravanelli, gospel truth, I kid you not, Ravanelli would just put around the whole room like that, and give it one of them. He says, all these people here because of me, I know pain. Gospel truth. I tried it at McDonald's in Barnsley and then I got a black eye. So basically that was it, because I was pushed out a bit and Brian Robson just came and he says, John, you could wait Barnsley in for you, and I thought, I'm not going to from October to the summer not playing. I lived in Yorkshire, I used to travel 125 miles round trip every day to Borough. And I thought, hey, Wilco as well. Wilco says, John, he says, great bunch of lads, we played great football, said you'll love it. And so I left the Maseratis and the Ferraris to the Fiat Pandas.
Keeping it real, John, keeping it real.
And I walked in there, and the team spirit, guys, the team spirit was brilliant. We had a fantastic bunch of lads here. We just got on with each other. It was a great dressing room.
The season obviously speaks for itself, going up. Then Barnsley spent over £5 million, and quite a few foreigners were coming in. Dear to my heart as well. What was the thoughts between your lads? Fantastic season, always between Bolton and Barnsley. You make it, you go up to the Premier League, and Lars Lees, Ristov, Tinkler, Krizan, those sort of players are coming in. What was the thoughts amongst the lads?
We were a bit excited to start with, but once you saw him train, I thought, fucking shit. You know, you spent £1.5 million on Georgie, you got bandy legs here, and you got Lids. You know, talk about the foreign players being technically better, no chance. Lids was one of the best players I've played with. You know, he knew how to score goals. Georgia, I've got to say, the thing that pissed me off was that you quickly realised they didn't actually give a shit. You got beat, they like, shrug the shoulders, and I'm like, you feel me. So I knew I had to walk down to the paper shop the next day and get battered.
Well, even worse was the German goalkeeper came in. We nicknamed him amongst the lads Hans Flapper. It's on tape up there, by the way.
Yeah, but he's
Alright, Lars, Hans Flapper. Alright, son. Alright. Hope you see this in Germany, you big twat.
He tried to stitch us up on his bum.
He did, that's what I'm saying.
Going back to you, Nicky. Not let him steal all my life. He scored the goals. How many did you lay on? The number of assists that you provided.
Well, that was just, as I just thought that was my job. I knew. The thing with that team is, you kind of knew what everybody was good at, everybody knew the jobs. So, Wilco, I should hit him on a diag, so I knew he'd win his headers, and I knew he'd be feeding off him. If he was anywhere near the box, I'm thinking, get into Endo's feet, because he'll make something happen. You know, so you kind of provided. You know, you're always looking to play forward, always looking to attack, always looking to score. And to be fair, like, I could cross the ball, so I just should put crosses in. And the lads who were coming, so that's why, really.
Yeah, I mean, Celtic crosses. You'll remember that one for Darren Barnard against Huddersfield. For a ball in that was.
Yeah,
He took advantage of
he
it.
obviously takes all the credit, doesn't he?
It's perfect. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Put it on the sixpence for it, but
You don't get the...
The FA Cup, the big run, the goals against Man United, the one that you ended up chipping in. Were you offside? Were you offside?
Yes.
I mean, what was the celebration about? That celebration, is that I'm offside, or is that, what is that?
I think with VAR now, one of his knees would have been offside.
Yes. Or his cock? Yeah, his cock.
No, definitely not.
No, basically, we got the replay there. Let's not forget, before we played them in the first game, we played at Old Trafford, and I think it was 7, wasn't it? And never forget it, Scholes scored 4 goals. And in football, every dog is at stake. You never milk it. And I remember Scholes, after scoring the 4th goal, he went 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm thinking, yeah, you're brave. The following week, I think the FA Cup draw was made. Barnsley away at Man United. Live on Sky Sports. Soccer Sunday, lambs to the slaughter. And that's the way it was built. That's the way it was built. So of course, we were going there for, everyone's thinking we're going to get hammered. But I'll give you the build up to the game, guys. So we go over there on the Saturday afternoon, and we're staying in a hotel near the airport. But attached to the hotel was a nightclub. So of course, all the boys were thinking, we're playing Man United tomorrow, Sky TV and everything else. We all go to bed at about 10, 11 o'clock as such. 2 o'clock in the morning, we hear all these hen parties coming out of this nightclub, staying up on the same level as us. clickety clock, clickety clock, clickety clock. I'm a senior player, I look at the window, my bedroom window, I see the light on there, light on there, light on there, light, all the boys turning the lights on, I'm thinking, fucking hell, we've no chance tomorrow. And all these girls, so of course, I think that was that the game at Shez? Shez was playing.
They're suspended, yeah.
So Shez is suspended, so we're turning up to Old Trafford, up to the game and what have you. And as we're driving up the coach to the game, we're getting close to Old Trafford. Outside this, just before Old Trafford, you see all these Man U fans running out onto the street. Ran onto the street, all giving bankers like that, fucking off, get down, what have you. Who's amongst them? Darren Sheridan. So of course, to go there and get the result is a great day, like, wasn't it? Great day.
Well, after the 7-0, I think you just want some out of the game. We should have had the penalty, but
no, so we got the result there, and to get back to Oakville, and that, guys, what a magical night that was. That was an absolute brilliant night there again, and it was offside. Fucking right, it was offside, of course. No, what it was, because I'll tell you what it was. Behind the goals was all Man U fans. Yeah? And down the side, up to the Man U dugout, was all Man U fans. And just prior to me scoring, I think it was bobbing out a throw in, there's this Man U fan just stood there. He's giving me shit. He's giving me little like that. And so of course I put one in the top corner. And I've turned around to that guy and I just went, what the fuck is that? That's accepted. If the TV cameras went there, it'd be fuck that.
You mentioned Shez earlier on. Last question before we have an interval. He was the joker of the pack, yeah, Darren Sheridan. Gaz just asked me to remind you about an incident in training.
Oh, there's fucking loads of them.
Sorry, he skipped the train. See, it's Scottish, Dutch, it's all going wrong. A funny story about Sheridan skipping the train.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's like, obviously I'll have the Menston near guys like travel down. So Shez, Premier League, we're in the Premier League. Shez still, it was 29:30, he still couldn't drive. All he could drive was a fucking Dodge. So he got his, so he couldn't drive, so he could get the train from Manchester to Leeds, where I'll pick him up. And when I picked him up in Leeds, I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, he's just done a training session. What it was to buy a platform ticket in Manchester, jump in the train, and then just never pay for a fare. So if you're doing this every day, the guards get to know you. So he would be running up and down the train, or hiding in the toilet, or jumping off into the next train. Well,
ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a 20-25 minute break. Quick reminder that the bucket is here for the family of the Liam Jones Foundation. Please go and have a drink, have a wee, have a cigarette. Thanks to John Henry, Nicky Aide. We'll be back in about 20 minutes time. Thank you.